Welcome back to Reviews Inside TV, where we serve up real opinions, sharp insight, and no fluff, just the truth you need before hitting that buy button. If you've ever stood in the kitchen thinking, do I really have time to cook for the whole family tonight? This next product might just raise an eyebrow. Today, we're taking a look at the Toshiba 7.7QT air fryer. It's big, it's smart, and it claims to handle everything from a 9-inch pizza to a full chicken with just the touch of a button. Sounds like something pulled from a futuristic cookbook, right? But let's see how it holds up when you bring it down to earth and into your kitchen. At its core, this air fryer is designed to simplify family meals. The 7.7 quart capacity puts it squarely in the feed everyone in one go category. That's enough room for 20 chicken wings or a full-size bird, making it appealing for families who want less batch cooking and more table time. The standout feature here is Toshiba's Menu IQ system, which uses food quantity sensing to automatically adjust cooking time, essentially trying to remove human error from the equation. And then there are the 12 preset menus that take the guesswork out of everyday meals, ideal for folks who want a quick start or aren't quite sure how long frozen fries really need. Add to that 1 degree of temperature control accuracy, a memory function to save your custom settings, and safety features like auto shutoff and a food-safe nonstick coating. On paper, it's positioned to be a modern kitchen multitasker. Getting started with the Toshiba was surprisingly quick. No fiddly assembly, just plug and go. The touch interface is responsive and the buttons are clearly labeled. Though if it's your first air fryer, you might need to skim the manual for all the preset symbols. For testing, I went full spectrum. Frozen fries, chicken thighs, Brussels sprouts, and yes, a 9-inch pizza. The Menu IQ feature was most impressive with frozen items. It noticeably adjusted the time mid-cycle when I added more fries mid-cook, and still brought out a crispy golden batch without drying them out. The 1 degree FR temperature consistency might sound like marketing fluff, but it did keep my chicken evenly cooked without hot spots. That said, the fan noise is noticeable, quieter than older models I've used. But if your kitchen shares space with your living room, it's something to keep in mind. Cleanup was smooth thanks to the non-stick coating, and the double-sided handles made carrying the basket a lot more comfortable than expected for its size. So, what does this thing get right? For starters, it really is family size. You're not going back and forth trying to finish one batch while the first goes cold. The Menu IQ smarts work well, especially for people who don't want to guess or babysit their food. Presets are helpful, but not rigid. You can always tweak the time and temp manually, which keeps it flexible. The 1 degree FR precision feels like overkill at first glance, but actually delivers balanced, even cooking. And for anyone who finds a perfect cook time, the memory function is genuinely handy. But it's not without quirks. The interface, while functional, could be a bit more intuitive for beginners. The noise level is mild, but it's there. And while the size is great for capacity, it does eat up counter space. So if you've got a small kitchen, measure before you buy. Also, some users might find the learning curve a bit steep if they're totally new to air frying. If you're liking this breakdown so far, do your taste buds a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more reviews, and ring the bell so you never miss the next smart pick or kitchen fail. We're not just testing products, we're helping you decide what's worth your hard-earned cash. Now, when it comes to what you're paying for, the Toshiba 7.7Q typically lands in the $120 to $150 range, depending on sales. That's a competitive price point considering the smart tech, large capacity, and 1 degree FR of temperature control. If you compare it to something like the Cosori Dual Blaze, which sits in a similar price bracket but doesn't offer a memory function or Menu IQ sensing, Toshiba edges ahead on convenience. However, Cosori's build feels a bit sleeker and slightly quieter. Then there's the Ninja Max XL, which often sells for around the same price or more, but lacks the real-time cooking adjustment. The Toshiba may not be the flashiest of the bunch, but in terms of tech-to-dollar ratio, it's punching above its weight. Looking at how this unit is built, the materials are solid. The housing has a nice matte texture that doesn't pick up fingerprints, And the non-stick basket coating feels durable after several washes. The double-sided handles are a small touch that makes a big difference when lifting it out full of food. While I haven't run it for months, Toshiba's reputation in kitchen appliances leans positive, and the included 1-year warranty gives some added confidence. So while we can't speak to multi-year performance yet, the build quality suggests it's built to last, especially compared to cheaper alternatives that start flaking within weeks. As for customer support, there haven't been any red flags from my experience. Toshiba includes clear instructions for troubleshooting in the manual, and they've got a decent reputation for support response in the appliance space. The fact that they offer a full 1-year manufacturer warranty helps reinforce that they're standing behind the product. So, final verdict? The Toshiba 7.7QT air fryer delivers on what it promises. It's genuinely spacious, smart enough to adapt to your food, and flexible enough for both beginners and seasoned home cooks. It's not whisper quiet, and it's not small. But if you've got the space and need a workhorse that takes some of the thinking out of meal prep, it's a strong contender. Not perfect, but pretty close for its category. Great for larger households or weekend entertainers who want convenience without sacrificing control. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Reviewsinsidetv. You'll find the link to the product down in the comments box if you're curious to check it out or grab one for yourself. Got questions or already own this model? Drop your thoughts below. We'd love to hear how it's working in your kitchen. Until next time, keep cooking smarter, not harder, with Reviews Inside TV